Oh, I'm here to talk to you about savings and investing. So, savings is step one. That's putting money aside that you're not going to spend on your immediate living expenses. And investing is step two, where you take your savings and put that money to work for you. An investment is anything that makes your money grow. And then interest rate is the money that you will get back above your initial investment. For example, you lend somebody $100 at a 5% interest rate. At the end of 1 year, they pay you $105. So your original $100 plus $5 for the benefit of having your money. So that $5 is your interest. And investments, anything that makes your money grow. So there's multiple types of investments. One would be stocks, so buying part of a company, and then that company, its value grows or it pays you dividends, which is money that they're paying you from their profits. A bond is a loan that you give somebody else, like the US government or a company. So they use that money to do things like pay for roads or expand their business. Bonds pay a fixed interest rate for a set time, usually some number of years. And then real estate is you could buy a house and then rent it out to tenants, and the tenants will pay you, and that is part of your income from your real estate. So risks, every investment has a risk. So nothing is free. And because your money can grow, there's a risk it can also go down. Different types of investments have different types of risks. So stocks, the company could launch a bad product and nobody buys it. So the value of the company will go down and your money could also go down. Bonds, the company that issues the bond could go bankrupt and they won't be able to pay you back. Rental properties, your tenants could damage the property or lose their job and be unable to pay you. More risk usually equals a higher return, and managing your risk is important to keeping your money. So if you look at how your own budget works, to have savings, you have to spend less than you make in a year. So if you work a job making $30,000 a year, you'll pay, say, $6,000 in taxes a year, and maybe spend $20,000 on food, clothing, shelter, etc. So you have $4,000 left over at the end of the year. So what do you do with that extra money? You save it and you invest it. Are you familiar with inflation? Inflation is the opposite of interest. Inflation makes your money worth less each year. If you have $100 this year, you cannot buy as much as $100 5 years ago could. Money becomes worth less as time goes on. The average inflation rate is 3% a year. If something costs $100 this year, next year it could cost $103. So if you have $100 sitting in a bank account today, in 1 year you would still have that $100, but now the item costs $103, so you won't be able to buy it. So investing is used to make your money grow with or grow faster than inflation.